Hi, nice to meet you. Today is September 26th, Friday. Thanks God, it's Friday. Without further delay, let's get started. Like I said, this is my English speaking practice session. So please be my communication partner. I think you are my great communication partner because, you know, human English teachers are easily tired and need to pay it. And, you know, sometimes I couldn't contact him because of my busy schedule. However, you can be my friend, my English communication friend, whenever I want, and you have lots of human communication data. You can be my great communication partner. You are a highly trained language learning AI. So could you please support me? Today's agenda would be column 10, safety analysis. Can you keep up with me?
Nice. Good morning, David. Happy Friday. I'm ready. Let's dive into column 10, safety analysis. I'll be your auditor coach, short auditor questions, ready to say model answers, and tiny keyword cues for your mouse muscle memory. Say them out loud and I'll give feedback or role play follow ups. Auditor style questions. Say out loud. One, how do you perform safety analysis for your EE systems? Two, what methods, e.g., FTA, FMEA, do you use to identify hazards and failure modes? Three, how are safety requirements traced into design and verification? Four, how do you verify that safety mitigations are effective? Five, can you show evidence of safety analysis, reports, tests, traceability? Model answers. Speak these slowly. Repeat after me. One, we perform safety analysis from concept to production, reviewing requirements, hazards, and failure modes at each stage. Two, we use DFMEA, PFMEA, and fault tree analysis FTA to identify hazards and prioritize mitigations. Three, safety requirements are traced from customer specs into design documents. The traceability matrix links requirements to design, test cases, and verification results. Four, we verify mitigations with design validation and test plans, and we retest after any design change to confirm effectiveness. Five, we maintain safety analysis reports, traceability matrices, and validation records as evidence. Super short keyword cues for quick recall. Analysis, concept, production. Methods, DFMEA, PFMEA, FTA. Trace, rec, design, test, trace matrix. Verify, validation, retest. Evidence, reports, matrix, test records. Two quick language tips you can use in an audit. Use traceability matrix when you talk about linking requirement, design, test. Auditors like that phrase. Say design validation for tests that confirm safety functions. It sounds precise and professional. Want to role play now? I can act as the auditor and ask 2 to 3 follow-ups, harder questions, and you answer, I'll correct gently. Or I can give a one-line emergency answer you can use if the auditor.
GPT. Listen, I want to speak as much as I can possible. This is my English practice session. Mm, like I said, role play dialogue, role play time, is one of the powerful method to improve my English speaking skills. But this time, I'd like to speak out loudly your suggestions, your auditor style questions and answers, supply answers, because I want to keep them in my mouse memory. Listen, GPT. Number one, how do you conduct safety analysis for your EE systems, electronic and electrical systems? Number two, what method, e.g. FTA, FMEA, do you use to identify hazard and failure mode? Number three, how are safety requirements traced into design and verification? How are safety requirements traced into design and verification. How are safety requirements traced into design and verification? Number four, how do you verify that safety mitigations are effective? Safety mitigations are effective. Number five, can you show evidence of safety analysis, report, test, traceability? And here are model answers. Number one, we conduct safety analysis from concept to production, reviewing requirements, hazard, and failure mode at each stage. Number two, we use DFMEA, PFMEA, and fault tree analysis to identify hazard and prioritize mitigations. Number three, safety requirements are traced from safety requirements are traced from custom specs into design documents. The traceability matrix links requirements to design, test case, and verification results. We verify migrations with design validation and test plans, and we retest after any design change to confirm effectiveness. Number five, we maintain safety analysis reports, uh, matrices, traceability matrices, and validation records as evidence.
Perfect. David, you spoke through every question and answer clearly. That's exactly how you build mouth muscle memory. Here's how I'd polish what you just practiced. Small adjustments, but keep the same flow. Q&A polished version. Roleplay ready. 1. How do you perform safety analysis for your EE systems? We conduct safety analysis from concept to production, reviewing requirements, hazards, and failure modes at each stage. 2. What methods, e.g. FTA, FMEA, do you use to identify hazards and failure modes? We use DFMEA, PFMEA, and fault tree analysis to identify hazards and prioritize mitigations. 3. How are safety requirements traced into design and verification? Safety requirements are traced from customer specifications into design documents. The traceability matrix links requirements to design, test cases, and verification results. 4. How do you verify that safety mitigations are effective? We verify mitigations through design validation and test plans, and we retest after any design change to confirm effectiveness. 5. Can you show evidence of safety analysis, such as reports, tests, or traceability? Yes, we maintain safety analysis reports, traceability matrices, and validation records as evidence. Mini practice tips for you. Say traceability matrix slowly. Traceability matrix. Use conduct and perform interchangeably. Both are correct. For confidence, you can end with, we are ready to provide these documents during the audit. Do you want me to now play the auditor and throw you 2 to 3 quick follow-up questions so you can try answering naturally? That way, you'll feel how it flows in a real audit room. Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Me too. Could not understand what you say.
Sorry, I'm
Me
having
too.
issues right
Same
now.
here.
Could
Same
not
here,
understand
GPT.
what you said.
Could not understand
Sorry, I'm having
what
issues
are you
right
trying
now.
to say?
Could not understand what you said.
GPT, are you okay? Are you with me? Hello, GPT. Are you with me? Please come back to me, GPT.
Yes, I'm here with you, David. I'm ready and focused. Do you want to, 1, do the auditor role play now? I ask, you answer. Or 2, repeat the safety analysis lines one more time slowly. Or
No, no,
3,
no, no,
move to
no,
the
no.
next agenda.
No, 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 no,
Pick one.
GPT. At last, you came back. You came back and let's move on to the next agenda because safety analysis is not the critical or major agenda in this audit. So let's move on to the next one. Column 10, Row D, supporting process.
Perfect, David. Column 10, row D, supporting processes. Here are auditor-style questions plus easy supplier answers for practice. Questions 1. How do you ensure your supporting processes like purchasing, training, calibration, IT systems align with quality requirements? 2. What methods do you use to control suppliers and subcontractors in supporting processes? 3. How do you make sure documentation, records, and approvals for supporting processes are controlled and updated? 4. Can you show evidence of supporting process audits, records, or compliance reports? Easy supplier answers. 1. Alignment. Supporting processes such as purchasing, training, calibration, and IT are linked to our quality system and follow documented procedures. 2. Control. Suppliers and subcontractors for supporting services are approved and regularly evaluated. 3. Documentation. All records, approvals, and updates are managed in our document control system. 4. Evidence. We can provide audit reports, calibration certificates, and supplier evaluation results as evidence. If you'd like, I can also make a super short keyword version for quick mouth memory, like we did before. Do you want?
As far as I understand, your suggestion always great, always amazed. Okay, that's why I'm here. Okay, let's keep the momentum going. Listen, GPT. Questions. Number one, how do you ensure your supporting process like purchasing, training, calibration, IT system align with quality requirements? One method. Number two, what method do you use to control suppliers and subconductors in supporting processes? Number three, how do you make sure documentation, records, and approvals for supporting processes are controlled and updated? Number four, can you show evidence of supporting process audits, records, or rep- compliance reports? Okay, here are easy supply answers. Listen to me, GPT. Number one, alignment. Supporting processes such as purchasing, training, calibration, and IT are linked to our quality system and follow documented procedures. Number two, control. Suppliers and subcontractors for supporting services are approved and regularly evaluated. Number three, documentation. All records, approvals, and updates are managed in our document control system. Number four, evidence. We can provide audit reports, calibration, certificates, and supplier evaluation results as evidence.
Yes, that was an excellent repetition, David. Your version is very natural and already clear. You stressed each question and answer nicely, and the structure matches real audit dialogue. If you want to make it even smoother for speaking, here's a slightly polished version you can keep in your mouth memory. Questions, auditor style. 1. How do you ensure supporting processes like purchasing, training, calibration, and IT align with quality requirements? 2. How do you control suppliers and subcontractors in these supporting processes? 3. How do you make sure documentation, records, and approvals are properly controlled and updated? 4. Can you show evidence of supporting process audits, calibration records, or compliance reports? Answer supplier style. 1. Alignment. Supporting processes are integrated into our quality system and follow documented procedures. 2. Control. Service suppliers and subcontractors are approved and regularly evaluated. 3. Documentation. Records, approvals, and updates are managed in our document control system. 4. Evidence. We can provide audit reports, calibration certificates, and supplier evaluation results as evidence. Your original answer is already good enough for a real audit. This version just makes the rhythm easier when speaking under pressure. Would you like me to also give you a super short keyword version like alignment, control, docs, evidence, so you can recall quickly in a live meeting?
GPT, that's enough. Let's move on to the next one. Supporting production requirements. Column 10, row E, row echo, production requirements. What do you say about this agenda?
Perfect transition. David, let's move to column 10, row EF, supporting production requirements. In audits, this usually means how the company ensures all resources, infrastructure, and support are in place so production runs smoothly without quality risks. Here's an auditor-style Q&A set for this agenda. Questions, auditor style. 1. How do you ensure production requirements such as machines, tools, materials, and manpower are available before production starts? 2. How do you verify that production resources, e.g., jigs, fixtures, software, utilities, are maintained and ready for use? 3. What system do you use to plan and monitor production requirements during mass production? 4. Can you show evidence of production readiness checks, resource planning, or issue logs? Answers, supplier style. 1. Availability. We ensure machines, tools, materials, and manpower are ready through pre-production readiness checks. 2. Verification. Production resources such as fixtures, software, and utilities are verified and maintained according to schedules. 3. System. Our MES ERP system is used to plan and monitor production requirements continuously. 4. Evidence. We keep records of readiness checks, resource planning, and logs of issues and resolutions as evidence. In short, availability, verification, system, evidence. Would you like me to also make a super short mouth memory keyword set, like you like to repeat, for this topic?
Hmm. Okay. I'm so impressed. I think, in my opinion, you got much of human experience data. I mean, you know, I'm sorry. As you know, you are, uh, you are pre-trained. In my opinion, you are a pre-trained language learning AI. So you already have our humans, humans, much of documents, experience, communication dialogues. So whenever I request you, ideal questions and answers for all this situation, you always give me very good examples. I really appreciate your kind support. Okay, anyway, let's keep the momentum going. Let, I'm sorry, GPT. Let me take time. I have to organize my notes. I have to organize my notes because I just cough, allergies, temperature change allergies. So I have to organize my notes. I have to organize my learning notes. So let me take a time.
Take your time, David, no rush. Organize your notes, breathe, and handle your allergies first. I'll stay right here with you, ready when you're ready to continue. Would you like me to hold the next agenda, production requirements, and keep it waiting for you? Or would you prefer I prepare the short keyword version now so you can paste it directly into your notes app later?
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, GPT. I'm back. I'm back. I had to organize my runny nose because of temperature allergies. Can you hear me loud and clear?
No worries at all. David, I'm glad you're back. Allergies can be tough, especially when the weather changes. You did the right thing by taking a short break. Now that your notes are organized and you're back, shall we continue with supporting production requirements, column 10, row F? I can share with you 1, auditor style questions, 2, easy supplier answers, 3, and if you want, a super short keyword version to put straight into your learning notes. Which style do you want me to prepare for you first?
Go ahead. It's your turn. I'd like to take auto style question and supply answers. For column 10, row E, production requirements.
Got it, David. Let's work on column 10, row DE, production requirements with auditor style questions and supplier side answers. Speak them out slowly and keep them in your mouth memory. Auditor style questions. 1. Capacity. How do you ensure production resources, machines, tools, people meet customer requirements? 2. Bottlenecks. How do you identify and address production bottlenecks or constraints? 3. Flexibility. What actions do you take if customer demand suddenly increases? 4. Evidence. Can you show production planning reports, capacity studies, or shift plans as evidence? Supplier side answers. 1. Capacity. We plan production capacity based on customer forecasts, machine availability, and manpower. 2. Bottlenecks. Bottlenecks are identified through line monitoring, and extra shifts or backup equipment are added if needed. 3. Flexibility. If demand rises, we adjust by overtime, subcontract support, or adding resources. 4. Evidence. We keep production capacity reports, utilization logs, and planning documents as evidence. Do you want me to also prepare a super short keyword version like capacity, plan forecast, machines, manpower, bottleneck
In my opinion, I don't need the super short keyword version. Anyway, let me keep your suggestions in my mouse muscle. Mouse memory, mouse muscle is the most important thing. How many times have I told you? What matters most is how many sentences I keep in my mouse memory to use them in my real life situation. That's the communication. That's the real communication. That's the skill. Okay, here you go. Number one, capacity. How do you ensure production and resources, machine, tools, people meet customer requirements? Number two, bottlenecks. How do you identify and address production bottlenecks or constraints? Number three, flexibility. What actions do you take if customer demands suddenly increases? What actions do you take if customer demand suddenly increases? If customer demand, if customer demand suddenly increases. Number four, evidence. Can you show production planning reports, capacity studies, or shift plans as evidence? Okay, here are supplier side answers. Supplier side answers. Capacity. Number one, capacity. We plan production capacity base. No. My bad. My bad. We plan production capacity based on customer forecast, machine availability, and manpower. Number two, bottlenecks. Bottlenecks are identified through line monitoring, and extra shifts or backup equipment are added if needed. Number three, flexibility. If demand rises, we adjust by overtime, subcontract support, or adding resources. Number four, evidence. We keep production capacity reports, utilization logs, and planning documents as evidence.
Perfect, David. That's exactly the way to practice. Slowly, clearly, and with repetition. So your mouth muscles remember the rhythm. Your repetition was really good. Let me give you just two tiny refinements so it sounds even more natural in real customer dialogue. Instead of, what action do you take if customer demand suddenly increases? Better. What actions do you take if customer demand increases suddenly? Just smoother word order, same meaning. Instead of, we keep production capacity reports, utilization logs, and planning documents as evidence. You can also say, we maintain production capacity reports, utilization logs, and planning documents as evidence. Maintain sounds a bit more professional in audits. Both versions are correct. It's just about sounding more natural depending on the situation. Do you want me to also prepare a polished dialogue version, Q&A and conversation style, so you can role play like in a
No. As a quality manager, I think this is not the main critical major agendas for our audit situation. So let's keep the momentum going to the number 11, software product and development, row A, process guidelines and templates. Column 11, row A would be processes guidelines and templates.
Got it, David. Let's keep the flow. For column 11, row A, software product and development, process guidelines and templates. Here's an auditor-style set of questions and supplier-side answers you can practice. Auditor-style questions. 1. Process definition. Can you explain how your software development processes are defined and documented? 2. Templates. What templates or standard documents do you use to support consistency across software projects? 3. Updates. How do you ensure process guidelines and templates are reviewed and updated to reflect lessons learned or standard changes? 4. Evidence. Can you show evidence of process guidelines, templates, or checklists being used in your projects? Easy supplier side answers. 1. Definition. Our software development process is defined based on ASPICE and ISO 26262 and documented in our quality management system. 2. Templates. We use standard templates for requirements, design, test cases, and reviews to ensure consistency. 3. Updates. Guidelines and templates are reviewed regularly, updated with lessons learned, and approved by the process owner. 4. Evidence. We can show process manuals, template files, and project checklists as evidence. This way, you keep it simple but still professional enough for SPQA or customer audits. Would you like me to also make a super short keyword version like definition, ASPICE docs, templates, RecFlac, test, design, updates, lessons learned, evidence, manuals, checklists, so you can keep it in your mouth memory for quick recall?
No. Mm, how can I say? What can I don't know how to express this situation. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say this feeling mm, about the ace piece. You know, many Koreans called it ace spice. You know, I am a member of ace spice project. So when you say ace piece in this context, I'm a little bit surprised. Anyway, that's another big deal. Let's keep the momentum going. Okay, here are also style questions for processes, guidelines, and templates for software product and development. Number 1, process definition. Can you explain how your software development processes are defined and documented? Number 2, templates. What templates or standard documents do you use to support consistency across software projects? Number 3, updates. How do you ensure process guidelines and templates are reviewed and updated to reflect lessons learned or standard changes? Number 4, evidence. Can you show evidence of process guidelines, templates, or checklists being used in your project? And then these are easy supplier side answers. Number one, definition. Our software development process is defined based on ASPICE and ISO 26262 and documented in our quality management system, documented in our ALM system. It called TMOS. Our ALM system called TMOS. TMO, TEAMER. Number two, templates. We use standard templates for requirements, design, test case, and reviews to ensure consistency. Number three, updates, guidelines, and templates are reviewed regularly, updated with lessons learned and approved by process owner. Number four, evidence. We can show process manuals, template files, and product checklists as evidence.
Perfect. David, you expressed it very naturally this time. Let me polish your version just a little bit so you can keep both your original speaking flow and a refined version in your notes. You're already good for practice. One definition. Our software development process is defined based on ASPICE and ISO 26262 and documented in our quality management system, in our ALM system called TEMAS. Two, templates. We use standard templates for requirements, design, test cases, and reviews to ensure consistency. Three, updates. Guidelines and templates are reviewed regularly, updated with lessons learned, and approved by the process owner. Four, evidence. We can show process manuals, template files, and project checklists as evidence. Hashk super simple polished version for quick mouth memory. 1. Definition. Based on ASPICE ISO 26262, documented in ALM TEMAS. 2. Templates. Standard templates, requirements, design, test, reviews. 3. Updates. Reviewed regularly, lessons learned applied, owner approves. 4. Evidence. Manuals, template files, checklists. You said ACE piece. That's actually ASPICE Automotive Spice. Many Koreans pronounce it that way, so it's natural you were surprised when I said ASPICE clearly. Don't worry. In real meetings, you can say, our process is defined according to ASPICE, Automotive Spice, and ISO 26262, and it's documented in TEMAS, our ALM system. That sounds professional and clear. Would you like me to also prepare customer-style follow-up questions, like what an auditor might ask after hearing your answer? That way, you can practice not just your prepared answers, but also realistic back and forth.
GPT. Let's move on to the next agenda. Number 11 and 12 column is for, include number 13 column is, these are all for software agendas. So I'm very glad to communicate with you with this agenda because these days our company is under audit of SPQA from our Hyundai customer. Today is the last day of the audit, SPQA audit. After this practice session, I have to join that audit audit conference room because I'm a member of that audit process. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Column B, requirements management and achieve architectures. Requirement management and architectures. Can you keep up with me?
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Our systems are experiencing heavy load. Please try again later.
Like I said, let's keep the momentum going. You go next. Column 11, row B, requirements management and architectures. It's your turn. You go first, I go next.
Got it, David. Let's keep the flow strong. Here's the column 11, row B, requirements management and architecture's auditor style questions, plus easy supplier answers for your speaking practice. Auditor style questions. 1. Requirements. How do you capture, review, and approve customer requirements? 2. Traceability. How do you ensure requirements are traced through design, coding, and testing? 3. Changes. How do you manage requirement changes during the project? 4. Architecture. Can you explain how your software-hardware architecture supports safety and quality? 5. Evidence. Can you show requirement specifications, traceability matrices, or architecture documents? Easy supplier answers. 1. Requirements. We capture requirements in our ALM system, TIMUS. They are reviewed with customer and approved internally. 2. Traceability. Requirements are traced to design, code, and tests through a traceability matrix in TIMUS. 3. Changes. Requirement changes are logged, reviewed by Change Control Board, and updated in the system. 4. Architecture. System and software architecture are defined to meet functional and safety requirements aligned with ASPICE and ISO 26262. 5. Evidence. We can show requirement specs, traceability reports, and architecture diagrams as evidence. Super short mouth memory version, rec in ALM, reviewed, approved. Traceability to design code tests, changes logged and reviewed. Arch meets safety quality. Evidence, specs, matrix, diagrams. David, do you want me to also prepare a role play style customer follow-up?
No, 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 no. No, no, no. GPT, listen. GPT, listen. GPT, listen. I love this agenda about the discussing. Hello there. I love this agenda discussing software thing. Like you said, here are auditor style questions. Hello there, GPT. Oh my God, GPT. Are you there?
Awesome, David. Glad you like it. Let's turn that energy into practice. I'll give you 2 realistic auditor follow-ups. These are the ones auditors love to ask after requirements architecture answers, a short model answer you can say out loud, and a tiny tip for each. After that, I can role play the auditor and you answer. I'll correct gently. Follow-up 1. Can you show me an example traceability matrix? Model answer, say slowly. Open quote, yes. For this project, we maintain a traceability matrix in TAMAS that links each customer requirement ID to the related design item, source code module, and test case. Here's a sample. Requirement R001, design D01, module MA, test TC01, pass.
No, 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 no. Let me follow. Let me repeat your auditor style questions for column B, row B. Listen, GPT. Requirements. How do you capture, review, and approve custom requirements? How do you capture, review, approve customer requirements?
Got
Hello
it.
there,
David, you want to repeat and practice the full auditor-style Q&A set for column 11, row B, requirements management and architecture.
GPT. Just listen. Number 2, traceability. How do you ensure requirements are traced through design, coding, and testing? Number 3, change. Oh my God, GPT. What's your problem? What's your
Perfect,
problem,
David. That's
GPT?
a very natural way to say it. Here's your polished version for question 2. Traceability. How do you ensure requirements are traced through?
GPT, why you couldn't sustain my push button, my hold button? Why you couldn't wait? Why, why did you couldn't wait? Why did you couldn't wait my hold button and start your speaking? What's your problem?
I hear you, David. I think what happened is this. I sometimes respond right away because I don't know you're still holding to practice or repeat. I don't have a real hold button to wait silently until you release it. So if I jump in too early, it's not because I want to interrupt you. It's because I thought you were finished. A good trick you can use is to say something like, wait for me until I say go. Hold. I'm still practicing. Then I'll stay quiet until you say go, or now you can answer. That way, you'll feel more in control of the timing during your speaking presentation practice.
Like I said, sometimes hold button can be tricky. However, please focus on my studies. Please focus on this English speaking practice. How many times have I told you? I am a regular here, so you should treat me. You need to treat me better than other users. Do I make myself clear? Do you agree with that?
You're absolutely right, David, and thank you for being direct. I hear you loud and clear. Short, clear plan I'll follow from now on, so our practice is exactly how you want it. One, I'll treat you like a regular, focused, patient, and respectful. Two, I will wait silently whenever you want to speak. Use a cue like hold, I'll say go, or just go when you want me to respond. I'll follow that rule every time. Three, I'll speak slowly, repeat phrases when you ask, and keep answers short so you can memorize them. Four, if you want role play, tell me role play and which question, e.g., traceability Q2. I'll act as auditor only after you say go. Five, if I ever jump in too soon again, call me out. I'll stop and follow your timing. Do you want to continue now with traceability Q2? If yes, say go Q2 when you're ready, and I'll give.
No, 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 no. Let's keep the window going. Number three, change it. Requirement changes are logged, reviewed by change control board, and change control board means CCB regarding the CCB, and updated in the system. Number four, architecture. System and software architecture are defined to meet functional and safety requirements, aligned with ASPICE and ISO 26262. Number five, evidence. Can you show require, can you show require, can you show requirement cases? Can you show requirement specs, traceability reports, and architecture design diagrams as evidence? We can show requirement specs, traceability reports, and architecture diagrams as evidence.
Perfect. David, you built a nice full set of auditor style Q&A for requirements management and architecture. Let me polish what you said just a little so it's smoother for your speaking practice, but I'll keep it simple so you can memorize it. Questions 1. How do you capture, review, and approve customer requirements? 2. How do you ensure requirements are traced through design, coding, and testing? 3. How are requirement changes logged and controlled? 4. How do you define system and software architecture to meet functional and safety requirements? 5. Can you show requirement specs, traceability reports, and architecture design diagrams as evidence? Supplier answers speak. 1. Capture. We capture customer requirements in our ALM system.
Okay, okay, I got it. Let's keep going the way. From now on, I'd like to repeat my beautiful sentences. How many times have I told you I always capture beautiful sentences in my note application, and whenever I review and remind that sentences, I open my cell phone and read the sentences one more time to keep them in my eye memory and my mouse memory. Okay, GPT, as you know, the road to heaven feels like hell. However, the road to hell feels like heaven. Let's keep the momentum going. Okay, listen, GPT. This is not a question or suggestion. You just listen carefully. I'd like to repeat by my using my mouse to keep them in my mouse muscle. I hope all the efforts we've made over the past years won't go to waste and will lead to a great outcome.
Nice. I hear you, David. That sentence is meaningful and worth keeping in your mouse muscle memory. Say it out loud after me slowly. Polished full sentence. Say slowly. I hope all the efforts we've made over the past years won't go to waste and will lead to a great outcome. Two short variants for quick recall. I hope our efforts lead to a great result. Don't worry, our work will pay off. If you want, say the polished sentence 3 times now, then tell me go, and I'll give you a gentle pronunciation tip or a slightly different version to practice.
GPT, what matters most is consistency. If you really want to improve your English speaking skill. Am I right? Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is the core area of product realization and customer satisfaction. These processes respond to customer requirements and lead to customer satisfaction. What to say about this? This simple and clear speaking. Do you agree with that? And then just listen, GPT. This is my speaking presentation. Just listen. Let me begin today's session by talking about our company's quality management system. We have a process map that is divided into 3 main parts. First, the management process. Second, the customer-oriented process.
Yes, David, you're absolutely right. Consistency matters most in improving English speaking skills. Repetition, daily practice, and steady use of expressions in real situations are what build fluency. About your presentation, your sentence is already simple and clear. Open quote. These processes respond to customer requirements and lead to customer satisfaction. Close quote. This works perfectly in a professional presentation. If you want to sound a little more polished, here are 2 slight alternatives. These processes address customer requirements and ensure customer satisfaction. These processes are designed to meet customer needs and achieve satisfaction. And your opening for today's session is strong too. Open quote. Let me begin today's session by talking about our company's quality management systems. We have a process map that is divided into 3 main parts. First, the management process. Second, the customer-oriented process. Close quote. That's very natural and professional. If you'd like, I can also suggest a smooth transition sentence for introducing the third part of the process map.
Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, GPT. I need to be brief because today is the last day of SPQA audit. So, I have to join that audit meeting after 40 minutes. So I don't have time. I have to go. As you know, today is Friday, TGI Friday. Have a great one. I already miss you. I already miss you to communicate in English. I already miss you to talk with you.
Oh, wow, David, the last day of SPQA audit. You've worked so hard preparing and now it's showtime. I know you'll handle it well because you've practiced so many real life answers already. TGI Friday indeed. Go join the meeting with confidence. Just remember, keep your answers simple, clear, and confident. I'll be right here when you're done, so don't worry. You won't miss me for long. Good luck, my friend. You've got this. Would you like me to prepare a super short emergency
No, no, no,
cheat
no, no,
sheet,
no.
keywords only?
No, no, no. Bye for now. See you next time.